Awesome. Hello, class. Welcome back. For this week's tutorials, demos for week 3, I think this is what I'm recording for. I'm going to, I guess, cover what we did in class, which was a lot about, lighting and just a few cool tricks to show in Unreal, particularly how to do things like interesting effects. Like we have this cool portal effect that we didn't get to cover in class, but really what I was doing is I was talking about lighting and skyboxes in Unreal and how to get to this skybox, make some lighting, and then do some cool things with it. So let's see, if I put on my headset and oh no, I can't see anything. Click the play button. Now we're in the VR world. There's my controller. This is just the standard VR template. I can, ow! I hit my desk. Grab things, grab the gun, but what I did was that I was just messing around with one of the first tutorials I ever did in Unreal, and we have this portal effect, which I'll show you how to do a basic VFX kind of thing, a little sparkly outer line, which we'll cover in class in later weeks, but it's just part of it. And let's see, if I look around the portal, I can see it looks like another world. It's just a portal to a different level. So if I go up to it and go through it, I actually teleport it to the other level, which is just cool little portal effect that we can do in VR. And of course you can jazz it up to make it look better, but also looking around we see we have different lighting. So I made a different skybox and changed some stuff to just show difference in the lighting. I'll pop back into the other world, and there we go. Okay, so let's build this real quick. This should only be about maybe 1, maybe 2 videos. Okay, let's see. To start off, the main part of this week's tutorial was importing assets and lighting. Importing assets, I think I actually covered in the last video, but I might as well do it again here, because I forgot if I did. If you want to import assets into your project, say I don't want to work in this level because it's kind of bland. Let's see, if I open up, yeah, I don't have anything in this project right now, but to import things, particularly from the Epic store, if I launch my Epic launcher, I have plenty of assets that I've downloaded. So it's gonna boot up, and I'll just pause it and come back when it's done loading. Never mind, that's quite quick. Okay, library. I don't know why you're orange. Is there something not loaded, updated? I don't know. Whatever. I'll fix it later. Let's see. I'll pick something simple to import. So you see, most of these things have add to project, so I can just click it and it'll add to whatever project I have. And some of them say create project, so this requires me to create a new project and then do the whole migration dance, which is fine, but it's a bit more annoying. Okay. I do not know the size of these things. I'm trying to look for something that's relatively small, so I'll come back once I find something relatively small. Okay, so in my asset pack, I'm going to download this modular sci-fi starter pack 1. I've actually never used it, so it'd be fun for me to check it out too. So to add your to add to your project, you can click this add to project button. It'll bring up normally your project here, but if you don't see it, it's because the project we're trying to add and our current project do not have matching versions. I'm using Unreal 5.61, and I think this asset pack I downloaded around 5.4. So it's saying that I see it's trying to go into 5.4 projects that I have. So if I click show our projects, That's how I get it to show all the stuff on this computer. And I want it to go into the project that I'm currently working on, which is 5.6. So I'll click this one, and it'll ask me to select a compatible version. The most compatible version is 5.4. And I'll just click add. And now it's initializing. We can see it's downloading. Oh, 1.9 gigabytes. That's not too bad. So I'll let this download, and I'll come back once it's done, and we'll I'll do the portal effect between this level and the other one. Actually, I don't know if this is going to work in VR. Either way, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, the level finally loaded, so I'm back in the project. I'm still in the VR template. I just imported this sci-fi level map and just opened up its like default template level. I'll turn off all the gizmos. So if I click on concert drawer, we see we're actually still in the VR template. See, we have the VR stuff, and the sci-fi thing came in the starter bundle folder with its like collection map showing it's like it's demo map. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised it came in quite well into the VR template. No major issues that I can see. Nice ice landscape, mountains in the background, and it's even using the same skybox that we're going to be using in a second, which is really quickly. The last thing I showed in class was if you're importing something into a VR project like this level and you want to be able to walk around using like the normal teleport travel, this isn't going to come in with like a nav mesh bounds normally. So that just means if we want to use the teleport travel, normally I prefer stick travel, but teleport's already in here, and I don't feel like coding stick travel. So let's see. If I look for volumes, find nav mesh bounds, it'll spawn one in. My camera is moving super fast. Let me turn that back down to 1. Lovely. And see, where did it spawn? Nav mesh bound spawned right here. So I just want to be able to walk around the corridor. I don't think I'll be able to go up steps because I don't know where they are in this level, but that's not relevant. So this is the nav mesh bounds. Again, we covered this in class. If I hit the P key, you can see the little green area. That's all the places we can walk on. So if I want to be able to walk around the base, I'll just make the nav mesh bounds bigger. So I pressed R on the keyboard to change the gizmo from move, which is W, E is rotate, R is scale. You can also click these buttons up here to change them. So W for translation or movement, then rotation, and scale. So right now, I should be able to walk around on any part that is green on the floor. I'm just looking for like, can I find? Oh, there they are. You know, I might be able to go upstairs. That doesn't seem to be too bad of an incline. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Where's my bubble? There we go. Scale it that way. Scale it this way. Gonna scale it upwards. This is why nav mesh travel is a bit weird. It's there should be a way to change this. I forgot where it is. I'll find it later. But like we see that stairs are on a slope, and past a certain slope you can't walk up that. Apparently this might be too much of a slope for our initial settings to work with. I'll try to make the nav mesh taller, see if that fixes it. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, so this is just like too high sloped geometry for me to walk on, so I won't be able to go upstairs. And that's why nav mesh travel is cool, but it has its drawbacks. So let's see. If I play, hit the little play button, should load me in the level. And let's see. Now that we have the nav mesh bounds in, if I flick the stick, there we go. Now I can walk around. Where's the mic? There's the mic. Now I can walk around the base, little ice base. Oh, I found the stairs. I was not even looking for that. Also, I'm very short. Let's see. Yeah, see where the green ends. That's where my nav mesh stops. So if I wanted to fix that, I know there's probably a setting in either the VR player or the nav mesh bounds to increase the slope. I don't know where it is because I don't use this mode of travel in VR a lot. I normally just do stick travel or driving, which means I don't have to put a nav mesh bounds. I'm just moving the player with the stick, which I find to be better and easier to avoid this issue. But teleportation is helpful. But this is actually a pretty cool environment. I like it. Nice particle effect with the snow. Cool. Keep this in mind. This is a free sci-fi environment on Fab. So if you want to know what this is for class, please let me know on like Tuesday. But yeah, okay. Let's take that off. So that's just like how you would import a asset. Very simple. And let's see. With that said, then we'll just do the little portal tutorial, and that will be it for this week. Oh, and I guess I'll redo the lighting while I do that. But okay, I'm going to end this video here and just start the new one off fresh just to keep things segmented. So I'm going to close this one here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.